Yeah, I hadn't said anything, but anyway, piece of fig figures done it. Huh? So I just want to get it down round. Got a couple of cracks starting to form there, so I'm just going to keep an eye on those. But they're just basically just because it never got sealed. Here we go. See if we can get the whatever's underneath that to kind of come out underneath. How you going, Tommy? How are you? Hey, going, Stace? How are you? Hey, going, Cat? How are you? Yeah, we're there. Nice colours under the bark. Just that first layer under the bark there. I aim to keep some of that one day. Not on this one though. I don't think. That was branches there. No, just a little knot of branches. It wasn't great deal. Nevertheless, it should be half decent down there. We'll see what we get. Never know you like, eh? It's a piece of wood, Cat. I'll try. I'm gonna say I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna promise it's gonna work, but I'm just gonna try goblet. Do a really thin stem because this is wet, so it might go when it dries. It might not. couple of big cracks along the edge there. I knew they're only going to get bigger, so I buggered them off. Pig on with you. How you going, Mike? Happy New Year. What's going on? Oh, did Tommy wake you up, did he, Mike? Sorry, not sorry. Tommy just woke up and he said he must have just rolled over and woke you up, Mike. Most probably needs a snort of coffee, Stace. Is that turbo in or turbo out? Do you mix laxatives with your coffee or something, Mike? It's a bit late here, eh? No, man. You make chocolates for the trick-or-treaters. It's the best chocolate for trick-or-treaters, that is. Makes them remember what house not to come back to. Or dog shit muffins, you know? Wasn't me. Probably a little bit deep enough. Get carried away. How you going, Rex? How are you? How you going?
All right. Still finishing off tea.
Just
Happy New
started.
Year, everybody.
Oh, sorry. Say that again.
I said, finishing off tea. Happy New Year, everybody.
It's
All right.
31 degrees here at the moment, and it's just started raining.
Yeah, it's 32 out here too. And looks like rain at the moment. So the humidity's through the bloody roof.
Yeah, ours has been like that all day. Terrible.
All right, just going to put myself on mute while over.
Okay. All right, let's talk about Robbo now. He's on mute now. It's Fig again, Rex, and I'm gonna try a goblet, but I just want to try and concentrate more on the thin stem, see if I can get it nice and thin, and maybe it might go when it's drying or something, you know. I can't believe it's raining. I can't get over that. Bloody weird weather. Hey, going, Michael. How are you? Happy New Year.
Make sure the cup is thinner than that, or it's going to crack.
I was going to do some more on the cut in on the inside a little bit, on the outside to shape it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably bloody split anyway, Robbo. Hear a bloody rattling noises. Me tools. Nice one, Mark. That's my good Rex. No, it just makes the humidity worse, Rex. In South Australia it does, at least anyway. Robbo is a lot closer to the ocean than I am, so he might be a bit different because of the ocean. Same as Sid, he's close to the ocean as well. I'm right smack bang in the middle of the burbs, so no satisfaction in the concrete jungle. What are you eating, Robbo?
Well, our bakery over here makes a thing called a granny slice.
Yep, I've heard of that.
Which is like a vanilla slice, but the custard's slightly different.
Yep.
And it's a lot thicker.
Yep.
So I'm in the process of eating one of those, which doesn't sound too good coming over the microphone.
Yeah, no worries, Rex. Thanks for coming in. Take it easy, eh?
Well, that was pretty good, I must say.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not a very good tea though.
Get rid of your waste near your cup first before you start down there, or you're going to run into trouble. You sanded the cup and everything yet, or not?
No.
Oh, you've got to finish all that off before you start getting too thin.
I don't know if it'd really be worth it, would it, to be honest?
I don't know. You don't know until you try. G'day, Barry. How are you?
How you going, Barry? How are you?
And Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Well, it's not New Year though. Now it's nearly a day old over this side.
That tool's in Melbourne.
Sorry?
That tool, it's in Melbourne Airport.
What tool's in Melbourne Airport?
From Yorkshire.
Sorry, you lost me.
From Gav?
You've lost me.
Yeah, and I said from Gav.
Oh, right. Did Nick have a sleep in, did he, Stace? Did Nick have a good sleep in this morning?
Are you speaking English there, Tommy, or what?
Gav apparently hit the sauce a bit last night.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he could be really mean. Station, nick around there and thump on the door very loudly. Now, if you want that stem to bend, you're going to have to go a lot thinner than that.
Yep.
Now move from the cup down towards the headstock and use the wing like a scooter.
Yeah.
Don't catch that edge.
And don't catch the edge. It's exactly what I was about to say.
I've just had mine, Tommy. Tommy
Alright.
says he'll be right back. Needs food.
Yeah.
Right, sand that bit. If that's as thin as you're going with it.
Oh, yeah. Give or take. Yeah, it's probably going to bend anyway, not like that.
Don't know. And sand that transition, so get rid of that flat spot on the bottom of the cup as well while you're there. You want to see some of my calipers, Mike? They go out to 2 feet. Some of the logs I've got to do. I've actually got some out the back that go out to 4 feet, but they were made like a vernier caliper.
What's that? What's a vernier caliper?
Like a sliding ruler.
Oh, yeah. I've got a digital one of them somewhere.
Yeah. And Stace says she has to go back on the diet today. Got to get some weight shifted. No, you don't have to wait. You've got to get rid of it.
I was going to say, don't you shift weight over Christmas? What have you been doing today?
Mainly running around on the forklift, shifting stuff around.
I'd like to see you running around on the forklift. That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, oh, it is. I can assure you. Yeah, I must admit I put on a couple of kilos myself over Christmas. Rain must have just about stopped at your place, has it?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
enough to make it horrible and muggy, you know.
I'm just watching it come through on the radar near my place.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Don't speak too soon, Mike. Bloody hell. mongrel.
Yeah, you're overcooking it.
Yeah.
Oh, good day, Philip. How are you?
How you going, Philip?
Happy New Year to the Central Coast of New South Wales. Right, now come back onto where you've already sanded and work towards the base. Make sure you got that back bevel rubbing, nice and gently. That's it, just pick up the cut when it starts cutting it on the wing. And watch out you don't run into the main piece.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, don't go too far up there, just no, turn around and come in from the other end. You run the risk of going too far in by coming down the outside, whereas if you've got the bevel on the thing, you can keep it in a straight line. Right, now take another cut off the main part of the base. Going a little bit further. Right, now come in from the cup end. Use the wing. No, make sure you keep that flute at 45 and cut on the lower wing. Right, stand that up now.
What'd you say?
Sand it.
Oh, well, I thought you said stand it up.
No, just sand that stem bit that you've just done. That last half an inch or so. Make sure you put with a bit that wide, put your thumb on the top of it. Stop it flexing.
You're out there or what?
Yeah. Yeah, still got the smoker's cough even though I'm not smoking. Yes, they did, Mike. Mike wanted to know, did they do the usual big fireworks display in Sydney Harbour last night? Yeah, every capital city had it, so much as I hate to say it, I think Sydney's is still the best.
Probably always will be, I think.
Yeah, well, they've got more things they can set up because it's so close around the harbour. Like, man, if you tried to do that in Port Phillip Bay, the thing's 26 miles across. And the Yarra's a narrow river, the same as in Adelaide. Like the river is only like a river, that's all. It's not a harbour as such.
Same as the Torrens. Torrens River here, pretty much.
Yeah.
Didn't hear me, did you?
Kind of limits the area that you can put it in.
Huh?
Now, under no circumstances, turn the lathe off from now on, all right? You've got to keep it running. No, you haven't finished there yet. You've got another inch and a half to go.
Oh. Darn it, bloody camera's too good, isn't it?
Partly, Stace, and also the torque of the motor on some of these bigger lathes can actually snap the stem because it starts it up too quick. And it just snaps it like an axle on the back of a car or something like that. Right, that'll do, Jay. Now start thinning it down from the... touch like an angel's kiss. Yes, oh well, there's no variable speed on this lathe, so you can't, it just whacks it in at full, whatever speed you've got it on. On a variable speed lathe, yes, you could turn it on if it was right down, I suppose, and just turn it up gradually, but...
Now I've got it on in third.
Like even the ones that only go down to 500 are too quick on their start to... Just get rid of that big build-up of stuff right there.
Yeah.
Get it down even. Cut on the bottom half, bottom wing, not on the anywhere else. That's better. Good. I personally do it with a skew chisel, but
Yeah.
don't go too far back there. No, it's got a lump in it. Don't sand it yet. Get rid of that lump.
Oh. Oh, the sanding would do that.
That's it, Jay. That's perfect. Just take a nice little cut off it. That's it. Beautiful.
Oh, yeah, do a bit more of the fairies up there.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, that's alright.
Now, don't worry too much about that furry little bit there, because that'll, when you can't make the cut down again, you'll get rid of it. But you've got to try and get the stem parallel. Sit your thumb behind it now. Two reasons: A, it stops the stem from flexing, and B, you can tell any unevenness in it. Yeah, it's about the same down there at the moment too, Philip. I haven't been to a club I belong to for 2 years.
Oops. Ah! I held it. That's just habit.
Yep. Right, another cut. No, up the top. No, up the top. Take it from the, no.
Up here?
Yeah.
That's what I was doing. That's what I was about to do.
Right, just take it down a little bit thinner now where you've got it down near the stem. That's it. Just use the bottom wing. Oh, am I slack, am I, Philip? We're not going to the club. Don't forget, Victoria had the most lockdowns of any place in the world, I think. Looks like you need to close that flute down a little bit, Jay. Get it over at 45 degrees. That looks better. Yeah, careful. Thumb on top.
Hey?
Put your thumb on the stem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's same here, Phil. Like, man. Keep your thumb on it. Yeah, like a motorhome would have done normally would have done 45,000 K by this time of the year, since we went into lockdown, like March the 16th, 2 years ago. It's done 3,000 K in that time instead of the 45,000 K. No, you haven't finished yet, Jay. Don't worry about that surface.
What? That's where I cut it off to.
You're going to keep going. See if you can just move that tool rest down a little bit so you don't get as much flex. Either that or put the shorter rest in.
Yeah.
Right, that's good. Now another one exactly the same.
I'm not going to have any base left. You want me
Yes,
to come
you are.
right down to here?
Yes, you are. Right, do another one just to get rid of that last little bit there. No, take it right down to the stem. Right, that'll do. Right. Now, see what you did at the bottom of the cup there, where you've got that little fillet?
Yeah.
No, go up the other end. See the fillet on the cup?
Yeah.
There. Get your chisel away from it. Don't put it near it. If you touch it now, you'll break it. So do the same on the base. So mark where you're going to cut it off just outside the chuck. Not very deep. Only needs to be about 3 or 4 millimetres deep.
Yes, he is, Tommy.
Right, now from that mark, curl it over, put your fillet in, and then carry it down to the stem and finish off the stem.
Oh, I'm going to cock this up, you know that, don't you?
No, I don't see why you should.
Yeah, I do. You want that put backwards?
Right, that'll do. Right, now, come in from the other way, from the tailstock end,
Yeah.
and using the extreme point of the gouge,
Yeah.
put a V cut in there, about halfway up. Or just get a pencil first.
You want me to do this bit here?
Yeah, you're going to do that bit there, but at the other end now, at the headstock end. See, right, just down a little bit more towards the stem. No, towards the stem a bit more. That's it. Right, put a mark in there. Now, the skew chisel is actually the best chisel to do this with, and it's just a V cut. Just put a V cut into it. Put the chisel straight in. Now widen it out. Make it a little bit wider. Right, now make sure that's got a nice clean edge on it, all right?
Yeah.
Careful about which way you angle that chisel.
Yeah. No, I was watching. I don't feel like getting it into the chuck.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
I said I don't feel like getting into the chuck. I was watching that.
Right, nice and clean, is it?
Yep.
Okay, now get your gouge and form a bead down into the bottom of that V cut from the headstock end, all right? From where you're going to cut it off.
Right. Yeah, I get what you mean. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking bad things before I start. Is that?
Right into the bottom of the V. That's it. Right. Now come up to the top of where the edge of your V is, and then put a nice curve down into the stem.
From just take the corner off, you mean, and go in.
Yeah, but you've got to curve it. You're putting a cove in. You're putting a cove in here now. So that chisel should be right over near at the angle exactly the other way. Down towards the tailstock. Yeah, like that. Only a bit further so you can get the bevel on.
Be confusing me now.
G'day, Lawrence. How are you? No, don't curve it that way. You're curving it in now.
How you going, Lawrence? That way.
Yeah, no, right. See how that one near the headstock curves over?
Yeah.
That's a bead. Now what I want you to do now off that fillet is put a cove in down to the stem. See how it's curved in at the bottom?
Yeah.
Just continue that curve up to the fillet. Now your chisel should be right over the other way. Your handle should be facing nearly the tailstock end. That's it.
How's the bevel grabbing from that?
Right, you just get the tip of the tool in
Yeah.
until it's got bevel support, and you just cut it straight in and then curve it around. Not too quick, not too quick. And don't cut off on the top wing. Make sure you're cutting on the bottom wing. So you thought doing beads and coves was a waste of time, but it's not. Curve it more.
Bloody tricky is what it is. It's all in the opposite bloody direction.
Right. Close your flute down a little bit. Now use just the point to get it started, and then you cut just off the tip on the bottom wing and push the handle around towards the headstock when you've got the cut going. And don't forget to keep moving the chisel in as well while you're reducing the diameter. Right, nearly, just a fraction more, all right? And then you can clean up the stem. Now you're swinging it too fast, Jay. Just slow down the swing a little bit to get it to cut into the timber. Slow it down, feed it in, now start traversing along the stem.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Now, right, clean up the stem now, and then you can sand it all off. Nice and gently, don't go too far up the stem and put too much pressure on it. That's it, like an angel's kiss. Good day, Del. How are you, Lawrence? If I didn't say good day, I'm not sure who I said good day to there before.
How you going, Del? Hell yeah.
Right, now, if you like, Jay, you can leave it like that and sand it in to blend it in where the end is, so it's just got a slight taper up it.
I'll just give it a little bit more there with the tool.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, enough out of you.
Don't forget to put your thumb on the stem.
Yep.
Although really it shouldn't need it down there, but it's just a good safeguard in case you go up a bit further than you intend to.
Yep.
Oh, yes. You're dead right there, Mike. Mike says when you kiss some of those angels, right, they turn into right little devils. I thought you would have been past that by now, Mike, at your age.
What's this Mike we're talking about here?
You're a bad lad, Mike. He says he's 58, still going on 18.
Yep. that wretched brain, it just doesn't get any older, does it? Everything around it does.
Now just watch out you don't get any little lips doing that. There's a little lip up near the curve there if I was looking at it properly. Yeah. So blend that in. Don't forget to keep your thumb on that stem. Yeah, I know that feeling, Mike. Only I am clapped out. I used to say I'd love to be 40 once, but now I'd just love to be 60 again. That'd be pretty good. Yeah, I have no objections to that, Del.
What?
Del said, let me know if you guys would like your channel name on my promo board in the shop. And I'm sure Jay...
I won't say no to that.
No, didn't think so. Yeah, I agree with Barry. It is looking good. And all done without a tennis ball or a steady.
Yeah. I just about feel like steady Eddie after all the time,
Yeah, it's a bit of a worry, isn't it, Phil? Phil says join the club, Robbo, about being 60 again.
Yeah, thanks, Barry. It's quite surprising at how well this wet wood sands, to be quite honest.
Well, the secret's in the way you work it.
Right, the bowl only sanded that with 120 grit, and it's come up so smooth. Definitely nice wood to work with.
Yeah, well, just watch out you don't round over the edge of that fillet now, because that'll destroy the whole look of it.
Yeah, I was just trying to blend that little bit of a ridge there.
Yep, I know.
Just trying to get a little bit of a curve on it so it meets the stem instead of trying to knock it right off.
Yeah, when you're letting the paper ride up over the edge of the fillet. Well, that's what it looked like from here too, to me.
Oh, up there like that.
Yeah.
I was actually sanding that part of it. I got the edge of it dragged into it a little bit.
Yeah, every now and again your mic goes like Metallica, you know?
Yep.
Robot voice.
I'll blame the camera because it's a new camera.
Yeah, Tommy, I agree. It would be clogging the paper a little bit, being wet.
Sorry?
Tommy just said that wet timber would be clogging the paper.
No, it's not hard. I'll be quite surprised.
Yeah, all right.
It's because it's no clogged paper too, so I can just whack it and it's...
Yeah, well, just watch out whipping it around near that, because if it catches a goblet, it'll just snap it straight off.
Mamma malukko.
You'd be saying more than that if you break it. Oh, don't worry, Barry, I will. Now, just watch your wrist down there that you don't bring that into contact with them. You got to be aware of where your hands and everything are when it starts getting this thin. There's one little nudge,
Sorry?
and it ain't nudge, nudge, wink, wink. It's buggered.
Yeah. Spotted.
I might just go and find my camera if I can and get it hooked up.
Sorry?
I might go and get my camera hooked up.
Alright.
Now, when you go to part that off there,
Yeah.
leave enough room for the parting tool to go around between the jaws and the goblet, right?
Yeah.
But mark the inside edge with your skew chisel so that it makes a nice clean cut through there and doesn't tear it. So start it off with a V cut, not with the parting tool, all right?
So where were you wanting the base to be? At this bit or at this bit here?
No, right where your finger is now.
Alright.
So about a 16th of an inch or so off the chuck, all right?
Yeah, I've got a marker there anyway.
That's it. Good, that'll do.
Sorry?
Just watch out you don't put the parting tool into the chuck.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be absent for about 5 minutes or so.
Alright, no worries. All right. Terrible light. I'll see if I can find a better light than that. That's shits me off, to be honest. Oh, darkness.
We're back in a minute.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not that. Alright. Try this one instead. Still not very good. God blimey. What's going on here, mate? Get nothing but washout. That's not very good either. Thanks, Mike. I wish me bloody lighting would be better though. Yeah, anyway. Thanks, Barry. It's got a bloody nice grain. I wish I could. Wish you could see it. To be honest. Stupid washout. You winning there, Robbo? Thanks, Tommy. I gotta stuff it right into the camera's face so you can see the grain on it. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna. Tommy. Yeah. You winning there, Robbo?
Think so. I've got everything hooked up now. Just got to go in and get everything sorted out. I might just have to go out and come back in again, all right?
Yeah, you can let yourself in.
Yeah, I know. I'll be back in a minute.
Yep. Quick, talk about him now. Yeah, thanks, Philip. With any luck, it does a bit of a walkie, you know. Goes for a walkie. You have to add yourself, Robbo. Oh, you should have taken the soap outside, Mike. Take advantage of that shit.
Nearly there.
Yep. I'll put you on the screen myself.
Yeah, just wait a second. I'm adjusting cameras and things.
It's a Dell. It's a Wadkin. Burrs green.
Right. That's better.
I think it's QZL is the model. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got the manual here somewhere. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. I got it from him. Ims. Well, I can itch the back of Robbo's head. How cool is that? Yes, I can be annoying once again.
Yeah. So CJ, you can make things without having all these fancy doohickey thingos around.
Yeah, I know. How you going, Chris?
G'day, Chris. Like, you've seen this one before, but that one was done. I'll hold it up a bit.
Hang on
That
a sec.
one
I'll
was
give you the full screen.
that one was done without any steadies, and that was done completely with a skew chisel. Even the hollowing out inside was done with a skew chisel
Oh,
and no
whatever.
sanding.
That's the only reason you wanted the camera, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, I'm just showing you what you can do.
Yeah, I know.
This was done without any steadies or anything else at all. That's about 300 millimeters high. Now, this one, I did have to cheat a bit.
Making him work now.
That one's 18 inches, but I did have to use a 3-point steady on it.
Yep.
So,
How you going, Effie? How are you?
g'day, Effie. So that's what you can do without
Nice
mucking
to
about too much.
Nice to see you on the other side of 2021.
Yeah.
I'll coat that in some tung oil later.
Yeah.
That works great for drying out stuff.
No, it's not. It's not drying it out. It's the humidity and the temperature drying it out. What the tung oil is doing is slowing down the drying rate, and that's what's stopping it from splitting.
Yeah. Oh, the bowls come out bloody beautiful too.
Yeah, I must admit I'm quite surprised. But that fig seems like nice timber actually. It's got a nice grain and everything to it.
Yeah, it has. Very nice.
Yeah.
That annoying line there. God. See, I left a little tiny lip on it.
At least it's clean. It looks like it's supposed to be part of the design, so
Yeah.
I'll let you get away with that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so you should too, grasshopper.
Yeah.
Now,
So if anyone out there's got JP on speed dial, you better tell him that Robbo had to teach me some stuff. So
sorry, Effie, I can't make that out. Got the cob has been real sick.
got a cold, got the flu.
Yeah. Jesus. I could have at least tied it up my office desk, I suppose, couldn't I?
Why? What's that thing there? What's that over there? What's that behind that? Yeah, that. Yeah.
That is my phantom money box.
Oh yeah.
We put all our change in there. There's like when we go down the street and buy sandwiches or something.
Yep.
It's amazing how it accumulates in about 2 or 3 months. Right. Got the virus. That's no good, Effie. And look at that. Look. Empty. Has been for 3.5 weeks.
Wow. Hang on a sec. Put that back. Let's go take a screenshot. There we go. No. Very good. Now, every time you do some turning, you have to put the camera on so we can make sure you're not smoking.
Yeah, well, and so far I haven't killed anybody, which has surprised everybody.
Has no one been visiting?
I don't know.
They
with
haven't been game enough.
just Mike, that's just as bad. Darned auto carrot. Yeah, my wife's exceptionally proud too, Effie. But I tell you what, it's hard sometimes. Like
Yeah.
I must admit, what I've been doing is breaking. I identified. Well, I'm on tablets for it, but I identified when I smoked the most, and it was mainly habit. So what I've got to do is break the habit. Like every time I had to think about something, I lit a smoke. So now, and it was either don't smoke or not think. So I don't think anymore. I just do it.
Okay. How's that
And
working out for you?
yeah, and the forklift never went unless I had a cigarette in my mouth. So now,
Yeah, I'd agree, Tommy. It is. It's very hard. I have done it.
yeah, but
It's even harder when all your friends smoke.
yeah, I must admit, of our family, I'm the only one that smokes now. Of Julie's family, Julie's family, two of them still smoke, but they're not around there all the time either. So yeah, when you consider I've been smoking for over 60 years, it's damned hard.
Yep.
So, but I'm getting there. I don't know if I feel any better at the moment, but
Probably won't for a while.
no, well, that's true.
That's the only problem. Everything's got to get worse to make it better, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I know Chris and Tommy. I had a friend that died just on 18 months or so ago from pancreatic cancer. And because he couldn't drive, I used to take him down to the doctors and anyway, and to the oncologist and everything. And his last doctor's visit, he said, "You come in with me, please." And I said, "Yeah, okay." So anyway, I went into the doctor's with him. The doctor said, "Look, I've got nothing but bad news, and there ain't no subtle way to tell you." He said, "You've got about 3 to 4 weeks to live." And Stanley turned around to him and said, "Listen, I've got a question for you, Doc." He says, "Oh, yeah, what's that?" He said, "Do you think that if I started smoking again, it's going to have any effect?" And the doctor said, "No, you go for it." And he had stopped smoking. He'd been non-smoker for 40 years, but he still craved a cigarette.
Huh.
And as soon as we walked outside the doctor's surgery, so
Yep.
he and I sat on the bench outside the doctor's surgery and had a quiet fag and a chat about things. So
Yep.
yeah, that's the hardest part I'm finding at the moment, Tom, is that I need to do something. I think, oh, geez, I'd love to smoke. And I've got to think of something. I've got to think of something I've got to do, to keep my hands busy. Like Julie says, Julie's my wife, by the way, for those that don't know. And she's retired and she's at home at the moment for various reasons. And every time I can't think of something to do, I go in and she says, "Oh, not another cup of tea, bugger me," So, but she said, I do not mind you having a cup of tea if it's going to stop you from smoking."
Yes.
So we chat for 5 minutes while she makes a cup of tea, and then I'm right again for another hour or so.
Was she the only one that bought them, or did you go out and get in
What's that?
the nails?
Oh, yeah, she used to buy them. Well, she did all the shopping and everything, and she used to get them for me. It's amazing how much money we've actually saved over the last 5 weeks, 4 weeks.
Yeah, I bet. At least it's a bit more to pay the doctor's new car off and stuff, eh?
Well, yeah, I've paid his BMW off now. I'm starting on his house now. I reckon I've paid that off, and the chemist I've paid for his shop and his vehicle at the moment.
His holiday home that he never gets
Yeah.
to visit.
Yeah. Oh, that's yeah. It's rather sad, Tommy. That's about the only thing that I can say is that I do not have cancer of any sort. So Tommy just said that he's got a mate that's dying of cancer.
Oh yeah. Yep. Straight onto the cannabis, I say. We don't have endocannabinoid system for no reason.
Geez, Joe, you went a bit close with the bloody Clippers, didn't you?
Yeah. There's not much to shave off these days.
I think you should be starting to use bloody Triple E and glow on that, or Yorkshire grit and sheen, you know.
Yeah. Yep. As it happens to be, I have the liquid beeswax in my hand.
Yeah.
Probably been in.
Yeah. And Philip said he gave up 20 years ago from 69 a day. Geez,
Wow.
I wish I only smoked 69 a day, I tell you. When I gave up and
Not a bloody lightweight compared to all of you. No.
yeah, good one, Chris. But depends on who was wielding the skew. If I was doing it, it'd have been right, but he might have been a bit of a worry. I reckon you'd need the tar boy with him using the skew.
What are you on about?
Your head.
Oh, yeah.
And Mike said he's taking the grasshopper thing a bit too seriously, Robert.
Yeah. I had a fight with the lawnmower, all right, and this is what happened. Yeah, I can't help it. The mongrel even attacked my face. Oh, God.
Well, nothing much grows there.
No, it doesn't. It's a bare pasture, that one. I'm just quite surprised lately, though. I've had to shave more often than I have not.
Ah.
It's a bit weird. Going through my midlife crisis.
And Mike said you should turn yourself a long flute, Jay. They're picking on you, Jay.
That's all right.
Chris says that'll teach you to upset Amber and fall asleep. Tommy said he'll have a big orange robe on next. As long as he doesn't get the bells with it, we'll be right, Tommy.
Well, I'm taking my bat and ball and going home.
How'd you put in New Year's Eve anyway, Jay?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Ah.
Pretty much what I do every bloody night. Nothing.
Yeah, I must admit I watched a few lives, and then about 12:30 and gave it away.
Yeah, I'll go to bed before the fireworks start. So.
Well, I normally last few years I've myself. Yeah, good night, Barry, or good morning, whatever. So I hope that the year's good for you.
Thanks for coming in, Barry. Take it easy. I'll just tell you, your cross lotto numbers aren't going to win, all right? I've already seen the numbers. Sorry.
Yeah, just watch out you don't hit the camera with it and snap it.
I did. Look.
Yeah.
No, it's not too flexible at the moment. Snap.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I reckon I might knock it on the head.
Well, you've been going for 2.25 hours, which is nearly a record.
Yeah. I meant to come out here yesterday, but it got too bloody hot.
Oh, I've never heard of that either, Mike.
I've been to the dark side of Oz. It's just around the corner.
Yeah. Definitely the dark side. Really the dark side at the moment, too.
Yeah. Have you seen the postcard for Adelaide at night?
Sorry?
Have you seen the postcard for Adelaide at night?
No.
It's just a black postcard.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, the last one out there turns the lights off, don't they?
Yeah. when the police shop shuts up at 9 o'clock at night, you know.
Oh, yeah. There you are, folks. There's the link to the dark side of Oz.
All right, Del. See you later. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, see you later, Del.
Yeah, I'm on that note too. I'm going inside.
All right.
Thanks for coming in, everyone. Take it easy. Don't get too ugly. I know it's too late for some of you, but
Definitely too late for me.
no comment.
Yeah, see you later, Chris.
Catch us later.
See you later, Philip. See you later, everybody. See you later, tree people.
Yeah, thanks for the tree people that's giving me watch hours. I appreciate it. Good on you, mate.
Yeah.